Hello beautiful people, how are you doing today? I hope you're good. In today's recipe, we'll be making fish pie. Now this is very yummy, this is very delicious. Let's get started. In my bowl, I added in all-purpose flour and a teaspoon of baking powder, half teaspoon of salt. Now we'll mix all these dry ingredients together to combine properly. And making fish pie is as the same as making meat pie. I used 250 grams of butter to 500 grams of flour. And we're going to cut this butter into tiny chunks so that it will be easier to mix in with the flour. Transfer it into the bowl of flour. And with both hands already washed, we are going to mix these two together for the butter and the flour to absorb into each other. You mix it till it gets like this, like bread crumbs. And I patted a hole and we added in water, but we'll be adding this water in gradually. I used a total of 140 ml of water, and you keep bringing it together. The dough is not supposed to be runny and it's not supposed to be too hard either. Remember, at Glory Homemaker, we give you value for your time. I transferred it to my work surface. We will not be needing this at all. We are just trying to bring it together so that the butter and the dough will be well mixed with the water. You can see it's not sticking to my fingers. I'm going to cut this into two. This will make it to be easier for us when we are working with the dough. And I'll cover this with a cling film and I'll send it to the fridge for up to 1 hour, between 30 minutes to 1 hour. That way the butter will solidify better. I'll be using mackerel fish for this recipe, and I added in salt and seasoning cube, and I mixed this in together to marinate well. And I added in just a little water, and we'll cover this and cook it for about 10 minutes. And this is 10 minutes later. We're going to take this off the heat and we'll separate it to remove all the bones. We don't want anyone chewing on any bone or choking from any bone in this recipe. Gently, we'll remove the middle bones. And we will mince this fish, dissect it properly. Another very important part is taking out the tiny bones, just like I'm doing. Please make sure you take all these bones out, carefully sort it out and remove them from the fish. Here I have peppers, onions, garlic and ginger, and we are going to blend this. This will add spice, flavors to this our fish pie. And in a dry pan on heat, I added in little oil. We don't want this to be soggy at all. And we brought in the blended ingredients, and we are going to fry this for about 2 minutes on low heat. And here I brought in the minced fish. I increased the heat to medium heat now, and we're going to fry this for 5 minutes. Now I brought in curry powder, mix this together. And I also brought in thyme leaves. I will not be adding in seasoning or salt because we've already boiled the fish with seasoning and salt. And I added in just a little water, and I brought in some chopped carrots. We'll mix all this in. The water will help the carrots to cook till tender, to help to soften it a bit, and we'll cover the pot and cook it for a minute. And this is a minute later. I added in spring onions and we'll mix all this together, and our fish pie filling is ready. Now this is so yummy. You might be tempted to eat it as it is. Now if you look, there is no visible water or oil at all. Extra water and oil will make the fish pie to be soggy, and that's not what we want. No extra water, no extra oil. We'll transfer this to a plate, spread it out and allow it to cool completely. Please don't add this to the dough when it's not well cooled. I greased my pan with a little butter. That will help the fish pie not to stick. And the dough is back from the fridge. I gently floured my work surface and I brought in the dough, and I also spread out flour on my rolling stick. This will help it not to stick to the dough. And we are going to roll this dough out. We are rolling it out in a rectangular shape. Just observe carefully. You can also do this. We'll roll it out in a rectangular shape. Cut the excess because we want a perfect rectangular shape. Cut off the excess, and we'll use this excess for another batch. Just set it aside and use it for another batch. And here is my cooled fish pie filling. We are going to add this. Everyone wanted more of this, and gently we'll wrap it. Just observe what I'm doing. We'll wrap and roll it. I brushed the edges with a little water, just a little water. This will help it to stick better. And observe how I'm cutting this. You can use your knife, you can use your scraper. Here they are all lined up. I'll give this an egg wash. This will make it to look appealing when coming out from the oven. Rub it all over the body, and I'll gently perforate the fish pie to give it both design and help it not to burst in the oven. And we'll send this to the oven and bake at 180 degrees Celsius between 25 minutes to 30 minutes. Here are all our delicious pies. This is so tasty. This is so yummy, so nice. Everyone will be asking for more. I want to say a big thank you to all my subscribers. To the new subscribers, welcome to my family. You all make my day worthwhile. Thank you so much. And if you've watched till this point and you've not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, like and share my videos to get amazing content like this. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Thank you for watching, and see you in my next video.